of which is the bacteria known to cause tuberculosis. Sarsaparilla is primarily a blood purifier, and it helps with cleaning the bowel out as well. It regulates the colonic bacteria throughout the large intestine. It absorbs toxins produced by yeast and other colonic bacteria and eliminating them from the bowel. Sarsaparilla also relieves inflammation. It helps to pull, inflammation is the body's response to toxins that are being held there. This may explain sarsaparilla's history, as years ago is considered a cure-all for arthritis and inflammatory bowel conditions. Yellow Dock in this formula is another tonic for the liver and the gallbladder. It has astringent properties, so it's wonderful for purification of the blood supply. Compared with other herbs, Yellow Dock has one of the most predominant reputations for clearing the skin, relieving glandular inflammation and swelling, and taking care of bladder and liver problems, including jaundice. Many Native American medicine men were quite competent in using Yellow Dock for treating jaundice. Yellow Dock works as a laxative, and it encourages the production of bile and digestive fluids that help with digestion as well as relieving inflammatory bowel conditions. Another supplement here is I'm going to go through this one, and then I kind of want to go back to some of these leading causes of death. I want to talk with you about all-cell detox. All-cell detox is just such a wonderful formula. The story on this particular product is it used to be called Special Formula Number 1. And the great herbalist, Dr. John Christopher, he used to keep a notebook next to his nightstand with a pen. And he said that he was praying for a formula that would help so many people that were sick with cancer. And it was about 3 o'clock in the morning that, he had been praying for this. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, he woke up, and all of these different herbs were just kind of flooding into him. And he picked up his notebook and pen, and he wrote these down. And this was the special formula. And what it is it's a cell cleanser. It's now called All-Cell Detox. There was one herb that was removed from it because the company felt as though that, maybe the FDA might feel as though that it could be harmful. And so the company went ahead and removed it. But special formula, this combination cleans the bowel, it cleans the blood, it nourishes the body, it takes care of a nutritionally deficient body, and it nourishes it. It reduces inflammation, it takes care of swollen tissue, it strengthens immunity, it purifies the blood, it neutralizes acidic conditions in the body. It's a powerful cleansing and strengthening abilities that help to reduce and inhibit the development of foreign masses such as cysts and fibroids, polyps, tumors, and abnormal growths. This particular product is used, number one, for numerous different disease conditions. If you've got anemia, it helps build the blood. Liver problems help strengthen the liver. It helps to reduce and enlarge liver. It takes care of respiratory infections. A lot of infections in the body. Black walnut is one of the herbs in that. Black walnut is extremely high in iodine, and iodine helps with the burning of metabolic waste in the body. It nourishes. It's specific to the thyroid. Black walnut contains tannins that are astringent. They help in the tone and the healing of inflamed and damaged tissues. Black walnut also has properties of killing intestinal parasites and worms. A lot of people, they just don't want to think about that, but there are little critters that can live in the body. The thing is with parasite infestation, there is a profound amount of deaths annually due to parasitic infections within the body. I thought that I'd had some statistics on that. Parasites are considered man's worst enemy. There are over 200 million people worldwide that it is estimated that are infected with parasites. And they do account for about 100,000 deaths worldwide annually. And tapeworms and pinworms and all of those, they live and they breed in an acidic condition. So we're going to get that up out of the acid environment. Cascara, that's a laxative. Catnip. Catnip is a natural insecticide. Kind of covered that with the ticks and mosquitoes. Went through catnip's properties. It also is very soothing, and it has a sedative effect on the digestive tract. It's good for all gastrointestinal disorders. It has been used to stimulate a poor appetite. It improves digestion. Catnip is a wonderful relaxant. It takes care of excitability. It helps with insomnia, helps with heart palpitations, and it's a mild antispasmodic. So it's very good to use with coughs, menstrual cramping, just coughing to clear the lungs. Chickweed in this combination is used for fiber source. It stimulates the digestion. It also helps to break down and gather fatty deposits in the body. Chickweed's been shown to help gastrointestinal problems, constipation, intestinal toxicity. It helps with the healing of ulcers. It is also anti-inflammatory. It's also a blood purifier. Fenugreek, dandelion is in this. We've been through dandelion. Fenugreek breaks down the mucus, helps to remove allergens and toxins from the respiratory tract, as well as the digestive tract. It's an expectorant. It's an antispasmodic. It's used to loosen catarrh, mucus, phlegm in the body. Research has also found that fenugreek induces perspiration, so it helps to lower a fever. I'm going to move on here to gentian. This is one of the most extreme bitter substances known to man. So with bitters, what we get when we take bitters in is that it helps with the production of saliva. It helps in the mastication of the food. It's used with, let's see here, the bitters, the constituents of this gentian, help to stimulate the production of the digestive fluid, saliva, aid in the digestion of foods. It also helps in the absorption of the B complex, and it's also an effective remedy for building iron in the blood. Golden seal is in this formula, which is good for eyes, ears, nose, throat, stomach, intestinal disorders, glandular problems, whether they be female glandular problems or male glandular problems. It also will stop internal bleeding, internal hemorrhaging. It is an antibiotic. It also regulates blood sugar. Irish moss is another source that's in this. That's also like black walnut, extremely high in iodine, commonly used for thyroid problems. But again, it has to do with iodine and the breaking down and neutralizing the metabolic waste in the body. The last, well, not the last herb, but another herb in this is myrrh. Myrrh reduces pain in the mucous membranes. It stimulates the production of mucosal fluids. It acts as an expectorant. It is extremely high natural antibiotic. Oregon grape is another one in this. It is related to the barberry family, which enhances glandular function. It's very specific to helping the blood, the lymphatic system, lower blood pressure, and even is extremely high in fighting infection. Safflowers helps with digestion, releasing bile so that fats can be broken down. Helps with gallstones and liver congestion, stagnation. Slippery elm, we've been through that. Uva ursi is soothing and healing to the urinary tract, and helps with bringing balance to the kidneys as well as to the bladder. And when you're having all of these poisons that are being broken down and eliminated through the large intestine, and then also have to be carried out through the kidneys as well as the bladder, Uva ursi helps with neutralizing those poisons so that it will not damage kidney or bladder tissue. So that's another reason why it's a protection herb that is in this particular formula, All Cell Detox, which is just an amazing all-around detoxifier, cleanser. The last one in that is yellow dock, extremely high in vitamin C, vitamin A, iron. It is also high in calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, selenium. There's another trace mineral that is used for anti-cancer. What this does is it's considered to be like a detergent. It gets in at a cell level and cleanses the blood at a cell level. It is really an amazing product, and it is something that can be used with cancer. If you're doing a natural program to overcome cancer, those are a few things there that you can do. I want to go on here with the respiratory disease. Well, let's see. Cerebral vascular. That would be the arginine, anything at all, vitamin C, bioflavonoids, arginine, the carnitine. Those all help in strengthening the cardiovascular, the cerebral vascular system, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, these problems with the mind, with aluminum deposits, with things that make their way into by way of the central nervous system and deposit off into the brain. Protectors for the brain is gotu kola. Gotu kola, you've heard of a memory like an elephant. Elephants make a journey 2 times a year to seek out gotu kola, and they do the natural thinning on it. So it's a memory like an elephant. Well, it's gotu kola that they go after. It's often referred to as brain food because it enhances the memory and the energy, and it stimulates the pituitary gland. Gotu kola has also been proven to be an effective treatment for numerous mental disorders. So we got the depression, the suicide. Gotu kola is that well-being herb which helps to bring balance and feed the chemical imbalance that can occur from too many toxins in the air, in the environment, in the foods that you're eating. It is not only recent research confirms that Coca-Cola acts as